Why have I got a black shadow in that corner? Good morning, thanks for joining me. I hope everybody's well. I feel like I'm too close to the camera. Let me move you back just a tad. Many years ago, about a decade ago probably, I guess that's many years ago, isn't it, in some senses, when I used to write a blog, my most successful series ever was about celebrity fashion. I say successful, the one with the most views, the post with the most views and the most engagement and comments and opinions, it was all about celebrity fashion. I called it Frock It, and it was basically a weekly series about what the celebrities were wearing, saying what I liked, what I didn't like, talking about the hits and the misses, the favourites and the fails, and just generally having a good old gossip about celebrity fashion. So I thought it might be worth a try to see what you think about a little series about celebrity fashion. And what better place to start this than the recent Oscars ceremony at the beginning of this week. Monday night, I think it was, or Sunday night, wasn't it? Our Monday morning, their Sunday night. I feel like after a year of basically pyjamas, loungewear and not a lot of makeup, we were desperate for a bit of glitz and glamour and red carpet Hollywood fashion. And I mean, frankly, I couldn't tell you anything about the awards. I couldn't tell you who won which award. I couldn't even name a film that's been released in the last year, although generally I'm a bit more up to date on films and so on. It's just, it's been a culturally desert-like year, hasn't it? But the fashions didn't disappoint, so I thought I'd talk you through some of my favourites, some of my fails. I've got notes here, and I've also got all the pictures up on my computer to the side. So if I'm not looking at the camera a lot of the time, I apologise, but it's because my poor 52-year-old brain cannot remember all the information about all the designers and all of that sort of thing. Even the names of the people, I don't know who a lot of them are. But anyway, without further ado, let me have a sip of coffee and we will get stuck into a little look at the hits and misses of Oscars fashion 2021. Let's start with Laura Dern, who wore this very interesting black and white outfit. Now, I love monochrome. I think black and white is always a good choice. It's just, there's just something very classic about a black and white look, isn't there? But I didn't love this, I have to say. From the hips down, the marabou, do we call that marabou feather skirt? Love it, absolutely love it. But it looks like it's teamed with a black polo neck jumper, the long sleeves and the high neck. It just didn't feel like a cohesive dress to me. I felt like it needed a bit more pizzazz about the top half. I mean, yes, you've got all that beautiful feather look going on, but yeah, the top of it just looked like a black polo neck. So I thought this was a little bit disappointing, this one I have. Next, I want to talk about Halle Berry. Sorry. Side note, is that a wig? Who thinks that's a wig? I think it's a wig. Nothing wrong with wearing a wig, but I just felt like it wasn't her hair. I'm not big on the blonde streaks in it, if so, but hey, change is as good as the rest, isn't it? So why not? Now, this dress I really liked. I thought the colour was absolutely gorgeous. We didn't see a lot of pink and lilac in this year's Oscar fashions. The big colour this year was red. We've got a lot of red coming up that we're going to talk about. This dress was designed by Dolce & Gabbana, and I love the shape of the bodice, the sort of fairly fitted bodice with the V. I felt like the V, so many dresses you get with the V's that come down too far that I don't really like. I thought this one was just perfect. And then the big statement skirt with the huge bow on the front of it. There were several pictures of Halle as well with her sort of swirling around with her skirts all out to the side. And I just thought this was such a gorgeous dress. I would like to wear this dress. I always think it's a good sign if you think, oh God, I'd love to wear that dress, you know. I just thought it was a lovely colour. It was different. I loved the statement of the bow. I really, really liked this one. This was one of my favourites. Next, I wanted to look at Reese Witherspoon. Side note here, I felt like there wasn't a lot of glamour going on with hair. There weren't any beautiful, very few beautiful updos with curls and you know, lots of going on in the hair. I felt like all the hairdos were very, very understated, and perhaps that's just the fashion this year, but I felt disappointed by the lack of pizzazzy hair. I felt this sort of centre part, this could have been going to the shops look, couldn't it? Not the biggest event in the film industry for the year. Anyway, moving on to Reese's dress. It's obviously Grecian inspired. It is designed by Dior, this one. There was a lot of red. As I said, there's a lot of red. Red is definitely the colour of the Oscars fashion this year. Something about this dress didn't quite do it for me. I didn't like the black belt around the middle. I thought that was a strange choice of accessory to go with it, and I wasn't really over keen in the stripe in a different colour across the bodice there. I felt like the neckline was a little bit wrong. Did it need that extra, if there was sort of an extra strap going on that I felt like it could have done without. Just, it wasn't, I didn't hate it, but I just didn't think this was one of Reese's best looks at all. I was just a little bit disappointed. Next, some more red, and this is up there amongst my top 3 dresses for this year's Oscars. This is Angela Bassett wearing Alberta Ferretti, and I love this dress. It's got a nod to high fashion with the very, very big sleeves, which are very, very in this year, and it's just got that elegant, beautiful, slimline look. She's got her legs on show with the split, which I think is lovely. It's got a bit of a train at the back. The colour suits her beautifully. She's got really dramatic blue eye makeup with it as well, which I think is gorgeous, and I love the diamante earrings with it. Diamante, probably diamond, aren't they? Let's be honest. Don't think Angela Bassett's wearing diamantes to the Oscars. Diamond earrings, just absolutely gorgeous. Really, really highly rated this dress. I think I give this 10 out of 10. Next, I want to look at Glenn Close, and this was a strange ensemble. I wasn't sure if it was sort of, who designed it? It was designed, I haven't got down who designed it, so I don't know who designed it, but I felt like this was almost trying to be an, is it Shalwar Kameez you pronounce it? And just not quite getting there. I do love the colour. I think the electric blue is gorgeous. I love the sparkliness of it. I'm not sure about the gloves, however perhaps that's a COVID thing, so I'm not going to criticise the gloves too much. I felt like perhaps the dress should have been a little bit shorter to wear it with the trousers. I think had it been sort of knee length, it might have looked a little bit more like a trouser suit as opposed to a dress worn over a pair of trousers. But I do like the colour and I do like the sequins. Next, another absolutely gorgeous dress. This is Regina King wearing Louis Vuitton. I love this colour. I love this dress. I love the silhouette. I love the big sleeves. I love the diamonds or diamantes all the way down. It probably is diamantes in this case. Again, I'd like to have seen something a little bit more evening-y with the hair, but hey, you know, that's just me. And I did think that this dress looked over long. So many dresses, and I've said this before when I've talked about celebrity fashion, so many dresses don't sit, to me they should not be sitting on the floor, dragging on the floor. Okay, the back bit, if you've got a train, should be dragging on the floor, but this looks like the front is a good 2 inches too long. I feel like it should be just sort of just about sitting just above your toes level to be comfortable to walk in. That doesn't look as though it's the right length for her at all, but again, perhaps that's just me, and perhaps it is the fashion to wear dresses that are a little bit too long. Overall though, fantastic look, absolutely loved it. I thought the colour looked just amazing on her. This dress worn by Carrie Mulligan, in fact Carrie Mulligan herself got mentioned on a lot of the best dressed list for the Oscars this year. This was by Valentino, and I have to say, there are parts of it I love. I love the blinginess. I think all the sequins, the very sort of liquid metallic look, the big skirt, I do like that. I'm not sure this very yellow gold is Carrie's colour, and again with the hair, so disappointed. Let's see that you see nothing from her bust. I mean, she's got a pair of earrings on, but that I'd like to see some curls or some sort of updo, or perhaps a statement necklace and a spray tan. I feel like that perhaps she could carry this colour off with a better spray tan, but again, that's just me. I'm not a big fan of cutouts in dresses either. I think this would have been more elegant without the cutout, but again, that's very much just a personal opinion on cutout dress. Next, let's talk about Amanda Seyfried. Seyfried, I don't know how you pronounce that actually. She's one of my favourite actresses. I like her very much. She wore Armani, and when I first looked, I've seen several pictures of this dress from different angles. When I first looked at it, I wasn't that keen with the very structured bodice, but the more I looked at this dress, the more I warmed to it. And I ended up really quite liking it. I wouldn't say it's one of my absolute favourites of this year's Oscars, but I thought it was elegant. I love the big skirt. It's a sort of princess dress, isn't it, that you dream about dressing up in when you're a little girl. I'm still not completely sold on the bodice, but overall as a look, I thought it was very worthy of Oscars night. Next, let's have a quick look at Emerald Connell, who was wearing Gucci, this very sort of floaty maxi dress, floral. Again, it looks a little bit long for her, does it not? Or is that just me? Again, I'd like to have seen a bit more of effort made with the hairdo. This was very different from anything else I saw at this year's Oscars in terms of the being a print, the pastel colours. Again, it's a dress that I quite like. I'm not sure it's perfect for Oscars glitz and glam personally, but I do quite like it. I think it suits her, and I like the colours. But this is Zendaya. I've no idea who Zendaya is, so if you have any idea, please do enlighten me down in the comments. This is another example of cutout dresses. There was quite a lot of cutout going on as well. I saw another, I can't remember who it was, but a pale pink dress with a cutout, like a column dress with cutout as well, and a couple of other people with this cutout vibe going on. I don't like it. It makes it look too much like a bikini, but I do absolutely love this acid yellow colour, and I think she looks fantastic in the colour, and good on her for wearing a big statement necklace as well. I like to see that. I think jewellery is an absolute must at the Oscars. Again, with the hair though, wouldn't it have looked nice up with a few tendrils coming down, rather than just there with the centre parting like you're going out to the shop? Now let's look at this one. This is there wasn't a lot of black this year. There was some, but not loads, I didn't think. And this is Marley Matlin. Again, I'm not sure who she is, but one of my favourite dresses of the evening. This is real old style Hollywood glamour, isn't it? I just love this. It's slinky, it's black and silver, it's got those gorgeous sleeves. I absolutely love the long statement sleeves with the diamantes on them, or sequins or whatever they are, beaded possibly, and then the sort of printed, almost like devore or burnout fabric of the dress. I love the neckline. I think that's such a flattering neckline, and at least Marley, whoever you are, you have made an effort to have your hair at the very least curled and styled, unlike a lot of people, so well done to you. Loved this one. Again, this is a 10 out of 10 dress for me. Just a couple more to look at now, and I always like to see a midi dress worn at the Oscars. I think that there's so many long dresses that I think a really nice midi dress is quite nice to see as something a little bit different, and Olivia Colman absolutely rocked this red dress. This is by Dior, and I also, side note, I love those shoes. So gorgeous. I would have perhaps liked to see, having just said that I don't like cutout detail, I feel like there is a lot of fabric going on here, isn't there? And although she does pull it off, I wonder if a little tiny keyhole sort of teardrop shape cutout just below the neckline there would have made this feel a little bit more evening-y, do you know what I mean? But overall, I thought it was a lovely dress, and yeah, 10 out of 10 shoes there as well, Olivia. Well done. The final dress I wanted to look at is a white dress, something we don't see a lot of at on red carpets, I feel. Viola Davis has made an effort to have something done with her hair. Well done, Viola, I am impressed. She's got a bit of an updo going on, a lot of height there, it's nice with some little bits coming down. The dress is by McQueen. I'm a little bit on the fence about this dress. I feel like she can carry white off really well. Her face is absolutely glowing. The colour really sets off her skin tone. And yeah, I really like it. I feel like maybe this dress just doesn't show off her shape as nicely as it could do. There's something about it that is a little bit of a miss for me. But overall, the colour and the effort she's gone to with her makeup and hair and how lovely her skin looks, I feel like she just needs mentioning for that, really. Anyway, that was my little trip through the Oscars fashion this year. If you like this type of video, please leave me a thumbs up or a comment so I know to make more of this sort of thing. It's the sort of thing I love talking about, so for me it's an absolute joy to make this type of video, but I don't know if it's up everybody's street, so please do let me know if you enjoy this. I will gladly make more if you do. Also, let me know who your favourites and who your fails were. Perhaps there's some others that I haven't mentioned that you thought looked absolutely amazing or absolutely bloody awful. Let me know. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will see you again on Sunday. Bye bye.